How many suits do you need to take on holiday? How many hats do you need? Do you need loafers or shoes? Do you need to take any sartorial outfits at all? Well, in today's video, we're going to dissect what I think is one of the most convenient and versatile vacation/holiday wardrobes that you can take with you anywhere in the world. So in 2026, I'll be visiting Thailand, and I'll be going when it's particularly sunny, but unfortunately it's not during the summer when most people vacation, but it will be very hot. So I'm going to use that as a vehicle to try and deliver to you what I think is probably the most versatile holiday wardrobe that the classic sartorial gentleman, us guys, will probably want to take with us. I'm going to try and break this down into as many different outfits as I can. I've got 5 outfits on my brain, which you can then mix and match with some of those kind of pieces in there. So it's kind of like a capsule, but it's not a strict capsule because we still want to take a bit of variety with us. So let's just jump straight into it. So we're going to start at the very, very top of formality, and I'm going to say that if you're going on holiday, you are going to need some sort of outfit for dinner. Now, where are you going? Well, if it's Malaga with the boys, then it's probably not going to look similar to my outfit, but if it's somewhere else in the world where there's a nice dinner on the cards, then this is probably going to work. And this is a bit of a throwback to an outfit that I wore on my Disney cruise with my daughter last year. I think we want to take some separates. Now I'm going navy blazer all day long because it's just so versatile, and then I'm going to go with some sort of trousers or pants on the bottom. But what colour? Well, I personally would go with a cream, off-white or a white. As much as grey and navy always looks really great and it's a sartorial uniform, I actually think the cream trousers or the white trousers are just a bit more versatile, and you can wear them with other outfits, and you'll see that as we go along. So there's the capsule element. Now, are you going shoes or are you going loafers? And again, I like to travel light, so I'm just going to go with loafers, and you're going to see my brown suede loafers pop up quite a lot. But if you're going somewhere super fancy, then you're probably going to have to take some shoes with you, maybe your black Oxfords or maybe your brown Derbies. It depends on what shoes you like. There's a video here you can watch about shoes. So I'm going with that. Then I'm just going with a crisp white shirt, probably a rep stripe tie, probably a white linen pocket square, and I'm ready for any sort of activity that's kind of involved in some nice dinner. Will I be overdressed? Depends on where I go. Do I care? Not at all. I love my clothes and I'm going to wear what I want to wear. What about if we're out exploring? So we're going to the old town, or we're getting off the boat on a cruise or something like that. What do you want to wear? Well, it depends on where you are in the world and how warm it is, but I actually think this is where your linen suit comes in handy. And again, this is very versatile. If you haven't watched this video, you can see how versatile it really is. So I'm going with my linen suit. Now I'm going no tie because I'm off exploring, it's warm. I've got my lovely Panama hat on. I might go again with my suede loafers, or I might actually go with my Belgian loafers because I want to go no socks. So I'm going to go Belgian loafers, linen suit, off-white shirt, lovely Panama hat, and that's again very versatile. And this is my exploring outfit, kind of I call it the Ernest Hemingway outfit, but it's just comfortable enough that I can walk around, but it's formal enough that if I want to dip into a nice restaurant or a cafe in the middle of the day, I still feel formal enough and I'm ready to go. And the linen suit will work in various other versions as well, and we can kind of talk about that as we go. So that's my second outfit, using my linen suit, using my off-white shirt to go into the old town, go for an exploration and do some adventuring. Outfit number 3. This is the walking down the cobblestones of Como, Italy or wherever, stopping for a nice espresso, some sort of European break. You know where I'm at there, walking along the beach maybe. And we're going to mix and match. Now we're either going to borrow the trousers from our linen suit or our cream trousers, depend on what we took. So if we're taking a natural linen suit, we might go with the white trousers or the grey trousers, or you can take both. It's really up to you. I quite like this colour, it suits me, so I'd probably go with both. We're going to borrow one of those, and we're going to go with a beautiful linen polo. Now I've harped on about these polos in multiple videos and multiple shorts. They're from Charles Tirick. Grab them whilst you can because they're made of linen. They're super light, super breezy, and they are really, really flattering on the body. I think they look really good, and remember I'm a bit thicker and a bit broader, and they look really nice on me. So if they look nice on me off the rack, they'll look nice on everyone because I'm a weird shape. So I'm going with a lovely pair of trousers, the lovely polo, and I'm going to slap my Belgian loafers back on because these are my favourite kind of walking around loafers. They're very casual. I go no socks. You can go hat, no hat. You can go bag, no bag, satchel, whatever. And that is a beautiful outfit. Now, the beauty of the polo is that you can wear that with other things as well. You could wear it with the suit, or you can wear it with some other outfits, as you'll see. So that's my kind of meandering along the cobblestone, drinking a coffee, that kind of outfit. So there we go, we've got 3 so far. You're super warm somewhere, like it's red hot, trousers are not on the cards, you want to get your legs out, I totally get it. So I'm going with a pair of linen shorts, and these particular ones, I want to say are from Abercrombie & Fitch. I got them at an outlet, so I can't link them for you, I'm so sorry. Then we're going with that beautiful ribbed tank top, and I did a short about this recently. It's from H&M, they're £9, they're cotton, they fit great, they make you look great. Highly recommend those. And then I'm probably going to go with a sandal, okay, or a slider, depends on where you are in the world, okay. But my particular ones are from Marquist, and they're suede and cork, so they're almost like a Birkenstock, but they're not Birkenstocks. Basically, they're a bit more kind of, I think they're better quality, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but they're still, you know, kind of sartorialistic, so to speak. Now, because I've got tattoos, I don't like to have my arms out, even if it's lovely and sunny, because I paid lots of money for these. So I'm going to throw a shirt over the top, and I'm going to go with this beautiful seersucker shirt. Again, seersucker, great for the summer, and that shirt can double up with either my suit trousers or my cream trousers or my chinos. It's a lovely little kind of versatile package we've got here. And then here's how it works. You're walking down the beach, whatever, you're looking in the shops, there's, you know, rubber rings and whatnot, but you want to go into a restaurant and grab that lunchtime meal, or, you know, whatever. You can still slide the shirt on and you haven't got bare shoulders. Now listen, some people are not worried about that at all, and that's okay, but doesn't it depend on where you're going? I'm thinking specifically from Malta, so my home country. If you're somewhere like the Moster Dome, you have to cover your shoulders. So if you rock up in your vest, you're stuffed. So that's why I like always just carrying a shirt with me, so I can cover up should I need to, and just pay a bit of respect to other cultures. Okay, and then the last outfit we really need, and this is a bit of a silly one, is the beach outfit, isn't it? What we're wearing on the beach. Now, just so you're aware, this is not what I wear on the beach. I would obviously not wear a tank top on the beach, okay? But I also don't want to be naked on the internet, so just bear with me here, folks, all right? Now, these particular shorts I've got are seersucker shorts, and they're from Marks and Spencer's here in the UK, but I'm sure you can grab hold of them. The reason I wanted to harp on this one, which might seem like an obvious outfit, is because be very wary of where you're buying your swimsuits from, or your kind of bits and pieces, because they're not all made from natural fibres, and if it's not from natural fibres, it will heat you up and you will get warm, and they won't dry very quickly, and they'll crinkle and blah 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 blah. Now listen, when you're on the beach, you don't care about what you look like, I know, folks, but at the same token, what are you putting close to your body will make you feel good or not, if it's what I'm trying to get across here. So something like a seersucker, 100% cotton, something like that will probably be a bit better. Try and avoid some of the polyester. Now ironically, the lining of these shorts is a polyester lining, unfortunately, so I'm on the lookout for some seersucker shorts that don't have a polyester lining, but that's a tricky one. You got to protect the chaps, haven't you? Okay, but we're close enough there. And again, I'm going with that, and I'm doubling up. I'm taking my Marquis sandals, they're suede. I just spray some of that protector spray on there, and they're rocking and rolling, and they're all good. So those are the 5 outfits that I think we want to take with us on holiday, and as you can hopefully see there's a lot of carryover between all of them, so it would kind of reduce the amount of stuff you need to take with you depending on how long you're going for. So maybe you take a couple of polos, maybe take your 1 pair of trousers, your navy blazer, your suit, your swim shorts, your linen shorts, a couple of pairs, a couple of tank tops, and you're probably ready to go, because again, it depends on how often you're doing those things. And if I think back to my cruise that I went on last year, that's all I took. That's literally all I took with me. I got on the boat wearing my suit, blah, 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 and I had more than enough outfits for a 5-day cruise, and I changed multiple times. So for a 7-day holiday, you'd only have to take maybe a couple more bits and pieces, and then all of that fits in a lovely suitcase or in your duffel, and then away you go. Now, I will put links to all of the items I can do in the description box down below. There's no affiliate codes or anything, these are just items that I own, but a lot of my stuff is made to measure, but that is what it is. I would like to know, what do you take on holiday? Are you a 20 pairs of jeans person and some t-shirts, or are you dressing like a classic sartorialist and taking multiple suits? Let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully that's been helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you could give it a like and a subscribe, I'd really appreciate it, and we go again tomorrow.